What's up, Lazy Dog fam? Hope everybody out there is having a great day. Today we got to get our popcorn harvested. It's finally fallen over on the stalks, which as far as I understand that means it's ready to pick. I don't know if it's dry enough to pop yet. We probably won't try to pop any on this video. We're probably going to let it dry a little bit more. And this is my first time ever growing popcorn. This is a variety called R977, I think. Robust popcorn bred by Crookham Seeds, who does a lot of corn. And so thankfully some of our great subscribers and viewers have been kind of coaching me along, helping me determine when this stuff is going to be ready. It seems like it's taking forever for this stuff to dry. Well,
it keeps raining, and then they just kept staying up.
Yep.
I'm like, come on.
But we noticed the last couple of days they're falling over, so we're gonna go ahead and shuck them, get them harvested, and we'll probably let them dry out a little bit. They feel pretty hard right now.
I think I might take one in and try to pop it.
We might try it, and I'll show you my corn sheller I got.
Oh Lord.
And anyway, lots of good stuff. First thing we need to do is get this corn off the stalks. Tata, you want to?
Already popping it.
Uh-oh. Tata, you want to tell them what time it is?
Yeah, once I get for it's going to be, once I get for a channel, every channel going to be like this. We pick it, we cook it.
We pick it, we cook it. That's going to be your channel?
Yes.
Do you want to tell them what time it is?
It's popcorn time.
That's right, it's popcorn time. Let's get it. Alright, so just a few days ago, all the corn was sitting up like this. And then I noticed a few of them falling, and it looks like all of them are falling now.
They're not as easy to pull off there as I thought they'd be.
I think it's easier
to shuck it on there.
To do it like this.
Yeah.
That's a good size ear of popcorn. I did spray them because we had some weevil issues, but I don't see a lot of weevils on them now. They look pretty clean. What's Titus doing?
He only has two.
He only has two? Look, Bubby. Look, just pull back. You don't have to pull it off the plant. Just pull back the husk like this, and it comes right off of there.
Yeah, that's easier.
A lot easier that way. You can't miss them. You gotta get them off. There's a few bugs on that one.
Now I got three.
Oh, you got three?
Yes, and now I am about to
teach Titus how to do it.
You see them little bugs right there? Them's weevils.
Daddy, that was an easier way.
We might have to put a fan on them to take care of those. Pull back this, and then just break it off.
Go, you got the mother load.
Mama, look how much I got.
Whoa!
Look at that. That's incredible.
I'm the first one is starving. I'll just find it back.
Titus, you get the low ones, okay?
What are we going to do with all this popcorn? We'll be eating popcorn for years.
Well, Daddy, we can sell some.
We can sell some?
On my vegetable stand.
You going to sell some popcorn? What are you going to call it? Bubby's Special Popcorn?
I'll sell two kinds of corn. The rainbow corn and the popcorn.
Rainbow corn and the popcorn.
I only do it like the rainbow
These bugs
corn.
been gnawing on that one there. Good little
Hold
bit.
on, sorry.
They've been gnawing on it.
Yes, they have.
Everybody on Lazy Dog fan, and please share to subscribe. But if y'all want popcorn or rainbow corn, these two rare varieties, he's want the rainbow corn ready. I'll be selling popcorn and rainbow corn. So if you want any, we have it. I'll have it. Mom, look how much I get. I'm almost filling up the whole basket.
Whoa!
Dad, I almost filled up my whole basket.
You almost filled it up.
Oh.
Titus, do you have a special technique you want to show me?
Are y'all skipping around?
Yes.
How are we going to know if we got it or not?
You are the checker behind her.
I got it.
Pick up my corn like
Oh, I knocked down your corn. You getting mad?
Yeah.
Titus, how is Daddy gonna know where you've already been?
I think you've already got those, Tyler. Come down this way.
Okay.
Okay?
How many I got?
You gotta get down this way. You gotta get ahead of me.
Abram, how many have you gotten?
Well, a lot. I got this one. And something has definitely been eaten there.
Something has made that its snack, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. The bugs in it.
Yeah.
I'm just taking them all out.
Did you get them all?
No.
Maybe we should just leave that one. That one looks really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Uh-oh. Look who's coming to get it. Stella dog thinks that's a tasty treat.
Yeah, Dad, you might not have enough to come. There might be a lot. Might not be a lot for y'all to do. Look how much I got.
Let me see. Let me look through here. Whoa.
How many I got?
Yeah, you got a lot.
Here.
Wait a second, I need to do this one.
Okay, you do that one.
Most of them are over here.
Oh, good job. So this is definitely a 1 ear per stalk variety. I haven't seen a single stalk that had more than 1 ear on it. Some of this down at the base got wet there.
Look how much I got.
You can see it sprouting a little bit, but we'll cut that off, or don't worry about those.
Oh my goodness gracious, your bucket's almost full.
Dad, come look.
I did. You want me to go closer?
I want you to show Dad.
Wow. Dad, he wants you to see.
Oh, that's a lot, Bubby.
I'm going to go get you this. Right.
All right, all right, all right. That's all of it right there. Not quite 3 baskets full. So that's how much popcorn we got off about 6, or exactly 6 rows that are 30 foot long a piece, 1 ear per stalk. Some of these ears look better than others. Got some weevils crawling around on there. We're going to try to take care of that, but pretty happy with the harvest for the most part. And I don't know if you've ever paid attention to how many kernels of corn are in a bag of popcorn, but that's a heap of popcorn right there. I would guess that a bag of popcorn that you pop in the microwave isn't even a whole one of those cobs right there. So that is a load of popcorn. But I like the color on it. I like the size on it. And some of it was a little wet at the bottom. Been a lot of rough conditions we've dealt with here, but happy considering that. As a side note, these old dried field corn and popcorn stalks that you see here, I've actually seen these things for sale in like local hardware stores. Maybe not right this time of year, but in the next month or so, when a lot of people decorating for fall, they'll sell these things for a lot more than you would think they would be worth. Now, I don't know if I'll leave them here long enough to let some folks come and get them for decoration or not, but if you do grow some of this corn here, you might have something there with these dried stalks that you didn't know you had. So there may be a market for that in your area. Might want to check that out. All right, so let's go take our popcorn to the greenhouse. We're going to lay it out, put a fan on it, let it dry out a little more. Hopefully the fan will blow all those weevils off there, keeping them from doing any more further damage. All right, so Brooklyn took the kids inside to get something to eat and get bathed and everything ready for bed. We're going to lay this out here on our greenhouse rack. Greenhouse has lots of uses, not just for starting seeds, but it's also good for drying stuff that you don't want to get wet. So we got a roof over our head here. Nothing's going to get wet. It can stay nice and dry in here. And the good thing about these roll-up windows is we can kind of control the humidity in here as well, so it's not too damp. Got enough room. We can put a fan in here, blow on these guys, help them dry out a little bit more before we give it a shot at popping these guys. If any of you out there have any suggestions for the corn weevils, anything you can put on there that's not gonna affect the taste of the corn or anything you'd feel comfortable with your family eating, let me know, because I don't really have any good solutions other than to put a fan on it. That's all I've ever seen done. So that's what we're going to do here. But if there are other options, please do let me know. I know once you put this stuff in the freezer or some kind of cold storage, you don't have to really worry about the weevils as much. But if you put it in cold storage right now, it's not really going to dry out much more. And I want it to dry out a little bit more. At least I think it needs to dry out a little bit more. Now if we see that we're going to get a nasty rainstorm coming through that could blow water or rain in through these windows here, I will come here and let down this window so this corn here doesn't get wet. I'll just have to keep an eye on the weather. If it looks like it's going to get rough, we'll just let the window down on this side, leave it open on the other side.
Let the dust settle, let go of the pedal, there's too much here. Let these towers turn to rivers, let these instincts steer. Let the dust settle, let the stormy weather ride out disappear. When the sunlight shines, let it all come clear.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't grow no more than I did. We about ran out of room there along the shelf. We got a little bit of space down there. But this whole side of the greenhouse is almost full of popcorn. Now we got our fan hooked up here. We might have to move that around a little bit, but we'll let that blow on it for a few days. Hopefully get nice and dried up and get them weevils off there. While we're out here, we might as well get us a little snack. Now, this fig tree here is called a Violet de Bordeaux. And it's a pretty looking tree, but a lot of the figs on it, they're just kind of small and hard. They don't ever really make anything. I've noticed a few have started to make. There's one right there that looks quite tasty. See the inside of that guy. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. That looks like one of those berry figs I like. That's good nourishment right there. And speaking of drying stuff, I want to show you how we're trying to dry our basil here. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we're giving it a try. If you've been watching some of the garden tours, you know over in our flower plot we had loads and loads of basil, and we kept trimming it and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now I was getting ready to mow that whole plot down because I want to put a cover crop there. And I was like, well, we should save some of this and dry it. It was way more there than we could ever dry, but we did get a decent amount of it. So what I did was in these two posts in my pole barn here, and I don't know how well you can see this. I got a weird combination of shade and light here. Anyway, I had this old piece of wire laying around the barn, and I basically just put a screw top of each post here and ran this wire pretty tight. Let me undo one of these bundles here. So this is Thai basil. So Brooklyn just kind of took the pruners and cut it at the base, cut a bunch, and then I took a zip tie and wrapped around it. Man, that smells good. Nice licorice smell. Seems like it's drying out a little bit. Anyway, so we made a bundle with a zip tie, and then I just got some little clamps I had here. And we're just clamping it like that and letting it hang on the wire. So we got our Thai basil here and our Italian basil. I had somebody, I think it was on Facebook or Instagram, say they haven't had good luck with this in a southern climate. It mildews because of the humidity and everything, but ours seems to be crisping up pretty good so far. So hopefully it will dry. It won't get all mildewy and stuff. And we'll have plenty of dried basil for the winter months. And when I mowed down that flower and herb plot, I did want to save some of my thyme here and garlic herbs. So I put it in this third little tartar ring that I've got right here. I was saving that for some rhubarb, but I think I'm going to just get me some more of those. I think I want 6 of them right here. Just for herbs and just small kind of experimental stuff. So me and Ty split some of those garlic chives, put those in there thick, dug up some of that thyme, put it in there. Still got our turmeric here. It's looking mighty fine. And then our ginger. I don't know if it just don't care for our humidity or what, but it has been very slow to go. I mean, there's a few plants there and they're alive. They're not kicking anything like this turmeric is here. But I'm going to add me a few more of these rings here. Try some rhubarb. Maybe do some more kind of perennial herbs here. Might get me some red bark mulch or something other put around these, keep the weeds suppressed, but have this as my little shaded raised bed area. And then the last thing I want to show you guys is my new corn sheller here. So I mentioned several videos ago, we were talking about that popcorn, how I was looking on eBay to get one of these, and one of our viewers, Dalton, sent me an email and said, hey, I got several of them, I'll be glad to send you one. I said, all right, that sounds like a plan. So I'm really happy to get one of these. This is a brand called Black Hawk. Yeah. And you can find these at some old flea markets. There's quite a few of them on eBay. I was looking, they're around $40 or so. My dad has one like this, I believe. And they just work really well. Now there are some new ones that are made, some red ones you can find online. But the quality of cast metal nowadays isn't near as good as it was way back in the day. So when it comes to buying something that's made out of cast metal, I like these old-timey ones here. And this thing is heavy and nice and sturdy. So if you've never seen one of these, how it works is you put the corn cob down in there. It's got these teeth alongside here. I don't know if you can see them because that shield's on there. But there's this little wheel with all these teeth on it, and that rubs against the side of the kernel and shells the corn. And right here you can control the tension with, I guess, how small a corn cob you're working with. If you're working with a smaller one, you can tighten it down so it gets those, or a larger cob you can loosen it up a little bit. And it's even got this little ejector piece on it here, where once it goes through there, shells the corn, it'll spit out the empty cob right there. So we have our handle on this side here, and there's some mounting spots back here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make me a little box, and on one side of that box I'm gonna cut me a little groove in there and sit this down in there. I can take this little clamp off right here, clamp it against the box, but I think if I cut me a little bitty groove in there, this will sit right down in there, and then when I shell the corn, it'll fall right inside the box. I can scoop it out. So that's my plan with my new Black Hawk sheller here. This thing's in pretty good shape, and looking forward to using it. So I hope you enjoyed our video today, getting the popcorn harvested, getting it in the greenhouse so it can dry. Once it dries out a little bit, we'll rig up a box for our little corn sheller here, shell some and try to pop some. We have a little electric popper inside that Brooklyn bought that we take camping with us, and it works pretty good. I know some people talk about using the whirly pops and other things to pop the popcorn, but we got this little device. I don't even know the brand of it. It's about this big, and it works pretty good for popping popcorn. You can put butter and oil in the top there, and it melts it and drizzles it all over. It makes it nice and tasty. Now, since this was my first time growing popcorn, I really can't compare that R977 variety to anything else, but I'd say it's a pretty good variety. For me, being the first time I've grown popcorn, I'm pretty happy with the grow out. I'm sure some of you popcorn experts out there could have done a lot better than me, and we'll try to, improve over the years. If you see anything that I didn't do right or I could have done a little bit better, definitely put those in the comments below. I'm always trying to learn here, try to get better at what I'm doing. And if you've got any tips for the weevils, or if you've got any tips for drying this stuff out, or when it might be dry, or how to tell when it's dry enough to pop, I'd love to hear that as well. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, like, and share, and we'll see you next time right here at Lazy Dog Farm.
Oh, farewell. By the beauty of your life,